Africa, a place where life not only exists, but flourishes, like a magnificent symphony of nature. On the Serengeti plains, the sound of antelope hooves echoes like the drums of the earth and sky. The Okavango wetlands shimmer with a honey gold hue beneath the leisurely steps of a herd of elephants. And in the misty depths of the ancient Congo rainforest, the deep, steady breathing of gorillas blends with the gentle rustling of leaves and trees like a whisper from the dawn of life. From the clear waters of the Nile River to the blazing savannas, every region here tells a story of restraint. A place where all living things survive not through ambition, but through balance and sharing. No one takes more than they need, and that's exactly what has made Africa sustainable through millions of years of evolution. But above all, this is a journey for you to listen to a quiet question. Can we truly live fully, just as nature itself does? Before we begin our journey, please share where you're following along from, so we know that, even though we may be half a world apart, our love for nature can still beat as one. When the rains arrive, it's as if all of Africa comes alive. The desert bursts into vibrant blooms. The grasslands overflow with life. And in that setting, every creature joins together in a symphony of abundance. But surprisingly, they didn't take too much. Just enough. So the land stayed healthy. Season. We will follow in the footsteps of the mighty wildebeest herds on their migration across the Serengeti, visit the sun-drenched wetlands of the Okavango, and venture deep into the ancient forests of the Congo to discover evidence of the rich biodiversity preserved through restraint. In the legendary Serengeti, more than 1.5 million wildebeests move together as if performing a symphony of life. They leisurely graze on the grass, never destroying the vegetation, but skillfully leaving spaces for the prairie to recover. A migratory dance that is both wild and perfectly in tune with nature. A 2023 study demonstrated that this migration not only benefits the antelope herds themselves, but also helps maintain the sustainability of the topsoil, prevents erosion, and supports the lives of countless other species. In the Okavango wetlands, elephants skillfully create water channels, sharing the precious water supply with antelopes and birds. Rhinos, even though they are threatened by poaching, still graze carefully, helping to preserve the diverse plant life on the grasslands. A 2024 report from The Guardian brought a ray of hope, stating that community protection teams in Namibia have helped increase the rhino population by 12% since 2020. In the vast Congo rainforest, a treasure trove of nature teeming with countless species, Kingfishers soar over crystal-clear streams, while groups of gorillas leisurely enjoy their meals beneath the lush green canopy. However, that splendor is under serious threat as the rainforest is continuously destroyed by deforestation, hunting, and climate change. Since 1970, the Congo rainforest has lost an average of 1.24 million acres of trees each year due to illegal logging and other threats. The Okavango's lifeblood is also dwindling as temperatures rise, disrupting the region's once predictable flood cycle. In the Serengeti, migration corridors for wildebeest have shrunk by as much as 20% in just the past decade. But instead of merely serving as warning signs, these animals are actually great teachers, showing us that true prosperity can only exist when we practice moderation and respect boundaries. Amid those tough challenges, hope still remains. In Botswana, anti-poaching teams have reduced illegal hunting incidents by up to 60% since 2020, saving many precious lives. In Congo, thanks to the global reforestation program, 2024 saw 25,000 acres of new land become habitat for gorillas. These successes are not only proof of the ability to regenerate, but also a reflection of the principle of moderation in nature. If people could learn and appreciate the concept of enough, like wild animals do, could we join hands to protect our planet? So what would happen if we truly knew how to live with just enough? What if we protected our natural wealth as fiercely as elephants show gentleness, or as resiliently as wildebeests travel thousands of miles? Follow the relentless migration of wildebeests and the gentle strength of elephant herds to truly appreciate the resilience of nature. It is their lessons that will inspire us to take action, to join in protecting and preserving this precious world, a place where the heartbeat of Mother Earth still echoes through every season across extraordinary Africa. The quiet strength of gorillas will find a path illuminated by their own lives. This journey is like a hymn celebrating the magnificent beauty of Africa, while also echoing a heartfelt call to protect this land. When the rains fall, awakening the earth and sky, we are called to ensure that this season of abundance will continue to thrive. Africa's Serengeti is a land where abundance is woven into an eternal epic. As the rain clouds gradually disappear, the grasslands spread out in a brilliant golden hue beneath the vast sky, so expansive it fills the soul with awe. Here, life flourishes in delicate harmony as the heartbeat of the earth and sky synchronizes with the footsteps of millions of creatures in constant motion. This is not just a journey. It is the awe-inspiring force of nature, the vibrant heartbeat of the Serengeti, bringing about a profound transformation to this land. With over 1.5 million individuals, the herds move like an unending tide, carving deep paths across the vast landscape. The pounding of hooves against the ground leaves deep scars on the prairie. Yet, those very footsteps also help shape its vibrant landscape. Each time the soil is tilled or the grass is grazed, it is done in perfect balance. Never too much, never too little. The grass is grazed just enough to spring back with new vitality, starting a sustainable growth cycle for the next season. This isn't chaotic destruction. It's a symphony of restraint, where every step and every hoofbeat helps maintain that delicate balance, enriching the land for the animals that follow. Amid the sea of migrants, a young antelope stood quietly at the edge of the vast scene. His legs still trembling and not yet a month old, the little boy clung closely to his mother, his wide eyes filled with wonder at the vast world around him. The herd of antelopes moves as one, bound together by ancestral memories etched deep in their blood, searching for lush green pastures brought to life by passing rain showers. Their grazing is very intentional. They never eat everything down to bare ground. They always leave behind a trace of life. Following every step, dung beetles tirelessly clean the soil, vultures circle overhead, and the land becomes more fertile thanks to the presence of the antelope herd. A study conducted in 2023 found that the migration of wildebeests actually helps prevent overgrazing, preserves soil fertility, and maintains balance to support a diverse ecological network. This act of moderation, taking only what is necessary to sustain the journey, has become a valuable lesson in how people can learn to protect the environment around them. In the wild, where life and death are constantly intertwined, the herd of wildebeest, a vivid symbol of nature's profound wisdom, is facing its most severe survival challenge yet. The powerful Mara River, with its swift currents, can suddenly turn into a scene of terror, hiding dangerous predators beneath its surface. Beneath the murky water, crocodiles with perfectly camouflaged bodies and razor-sharp teeth lie in wait, ready to strike at any moment. For wildebeests, crossing the river is not simply a migration. It is a grueling survival test that challenges the willpower and endurance of every individual in the herd. As the young antelope hesitated by the riverbank, its small legs wobbling, unable to keep up with the herd's pace, the mother patiently nudged it with her nose, encouraging her baby to overcome its fear and move forward. And then, like a tidal wave of life, thousands of antelopes sprang from the riverbank, plunging into the rushing waters and creating a chaotic, dramatic spectacle. Surprisingly, the little goat was swept away by the swirling current, and its tiny cries were drowned out by the river's deafening roar. In this fragile moment, the young antelope's life hangs by a thread between life and death, as the river relentlessly challenges any brave creature that dares to cross. The river crossing is not just a perilous journey, but also the origin of prosperity and growth across the vast grassland. Wildebeests bring life to the grasslands by spreading new seeds through their droppings, enriching the soil and keeping the grass healthy by grazing without over-consuming it. This ensures that the grassland ecosystem develops in a balanced and sustainable way over time. This symbiotic relationship not only benefits the antelope herds, but also creates a valuable habitat for zebras, antelopes, and even predators. However, that harmony is under serious threat, as human-made barriers are choking off the herd's traditional migration routes. A recent study by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, has warned that fences and farms are dividing the ancient migration routes that animals once traveled freely, gradually disrupting the natural rhythms of wildlife in the Serengeti and threatening a life cycle that has existed for thousands of years. Even though it was soaked and exhausted, the brave little goat still managed to climb up the opposite bank. The gentle encouragement from its mother symbolizes a quiet yet deeply meaningful victory over nature's unexpected challenge. The herd of antelopes kept moving forward, their hooves pounding the ground like a powerful drumbeat of life, a testament to strength and unyielding spirit. They are not simply beings striving for survival, but also guardians of nature. A life in harmony with the limits of the land teaches us a valuable lesson. Wealth is not a given, but a responsibility to preserve and respect. What impressed you the most about this breathtaking river crossing journey? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's join nature moment as we continue to uncover fascinating, never-before-told stories in the Serengeti. Today, in the sun-drenched heart of the Serengeti, wildlife continues to unfold like a primal ballet, a dance between predator and prey. Here, the cheetah, a swift and graceful animal, and its cubs continue the age-old tradition of living in harmony with the vast wilderness. It's not just a story of survival, it's also a symbol of the delicacy, balance, and timeless beauty of nature that we need to protect and cherish. Weaving through the towering grass, the faint spots on its coat fading in the gentle dawn light, the leopard's amber eyes swept across the savannah like a razor-sharp blade, slicing through the open air. That's not insatiable greed, It's a survival instinct, a sacred duty of a mother to nurture her offspring in this vast and abundant land. With wise restraint, the leopard skillfully selects its prey, like a master who knows how to maintain balance between giving and receiving. The savanna, a lush, vibrant land, is not only the stage for thrilling hunts, but also a battleground of relentless competition and constant challenges. Muscles taut like drawn strings, the mother leopard crouched low to the ground, her breathing so gentle it barely stirred the fresh air. Not far away, an antelope was gracefully grazing, completely unaware of the danger lurking nearby. The leopard cubs gather around their mother, their eyes fixed intently on her every move, learning and experiencing firsthand the harsh realities of nature. Suddenly, the mother sprang forward with lightning speed, covering nearly 200 feet in just a single heartbeat. The antelope bolted in panic, but the cheetah was a step faster. Its sharp claws gripped the prey tightly, which was suddenly overpowered. A decisive takedown brought the antelope to the ground, ending its life in a split second. But surprisingly, the mother leopard didn't attack any further or show unnecessary cruelty. She left the remaining antelopes to graze peacefully, as if following a life philosophy, knowing when to stop, knowing when to spare. This is not just an act of survival, but also a conscious decision to maintain the delicate ecological balance of the savanna. A 2024 study by WWF shows that predators like cheetahs play a crucial role in shaping ecosystems. By removing weaker individuals, they strengthen the population and help maintain the long-term balance of the grassland. However, that restraint requires silent sacrifice, as the young cubs still have to rely on their mother's hunting skills. The mother leopard dragged her prey into the shade of an acacia tree, getting ready for a meal, when suddenly the air was shattered by the thunderous roar of a lion. The mighty rulers of the savanna often steal hunting opportunities from cheetahs. The mother let out furious, piercing whistles, her fur bristling, but the lion's massive body made the space feel stifling, leaving no room for an even confrontation. With a pained and regretful look at the fallen prey, the mother leopard had no choice but to retreat, quietly leading her cubs away from the battlefield, their empty stomachs marking yet another day of hunger. That moment of sacrifice is a testament to the delicate balance between power and discipline in cheetahs. The leopard is fully capable of continuing the hunt, but she doesn't do so. The energy required for another chase could leave her exhausted and vulnerable to becoming prey herself. Instead, she conserved her energy, a precious resource reserved for tougher days. This careful selection ensures a steady food supply for future hunts and helps maintain the complex ecosystem that is home not only to cheetahs, but also to hyenas, leopards, and a wide variety of other predators across the Serengeti. However, the story of the cheetah also serves as evidence of uncertainty and survival in today's world. Although it conveys a profound message about the wisdom of knowing contentment, the cheetah is on the brink of extinction. Since 2000, 30% of their habitat has been lost due to ongoing environmental destruction caused by humans. This is a powerful wake-up call that demands urgent attention and decisive action to protect the world's wildlife icons from the very real threat of extinction. The number of wild cheetahs has dropped to fewer than 7,000 individuals, a stark warning that highlights just how fragile the existence of this majestic predator has become in the face of escalating human-wildlife conflict and increasing poaching. Each of those little ones carries on their shoulders not only the responsibility of survival, but also the duty to protect the precious heritage of a wild world that is gradually disappearing. As the sun slowly sets over the vast Serengeti plains, the mother cheetah quietly leads her tired cubs to a nearby anthill, a place where they can rest for a while. Even though hunger still gnaws at their stomachs, they hold on to a glimmer of hope, because with each sunrise comes another chance to survive. In that peaceful space, the mother embodies the essence of wild life, a life in harmony with the natural cycle, where abundance and restraint are two sides of the same coin. As dusk settles over the wide fields, the lesson from the cheetah becomes vivid. Her life is a masterclass in balance. That lesson is not just for the residents of the Serengeti. It powerfully resonates with all of us. In a world full of resources, true survival skills aren't about taking everything you can, but about knowing when to stop. The journey of the cheetah is a profound reminder that, in order to achieve sustainable development, humans must also learn to master themselves, respect their own limitations, and show compassion toward nature. The leopard didn't attack any further because she understood. Restraint is the only way to survive for a long time. If even a predator like a cheetah knows when to stop, then humans, with all our reason, should all the more learn to control our greed. Because life does not require us to possess everything, but invites us to share a part. And perhaps it is in what we choose not to take away that the world truly has a chance to be reborn. In the wild, the key to abundance isn't about taking, but about the way we give back. And it is this very balance that keeps the cycle of the Serengeti flowing smoothly, sustained by wisdom and an understanding of abundance. In the Okavango Delta in Africa, abundance flows like a vast river. The annual floods have become a vital source of life in the midst of the dry land. Here, elephants and rhinos, the continent's two giant guardians, move with grace, showcasing their strength in perfect harmony with nature. Amid this vibrant wilderness, a matriarch elephant exudes a unique sense of majesty as she leads her herd across winding, mysterious streams. Her ivory tusk, worn smooth over the years, seems to be imbued with stories passed down through generations. Her steps are slow and heavy, each one a symbol of wisdom forged over time. She used her trunk to draw precious water from deep underground, took small sips, and then shared the abundance with the entire herd. That is the philosophy of contentment, written through the steady footsteps of a mother who leads. The herd of elephants entwined their trunks, each sip of water becoming a sacred bond connecting humans with nature. A baby elephant, just 1 year old, is frolicking in the shallow water. This is more than just play. It's a story of life, continuously being carried on. That scene reminds us of the preciousness of every moment and every form of existence within the vast ecosystem that we all share the responsibility to protect. The excited elephants splashing water everywhere are not just consumers of resources, they are also remarkable creators of life in the wild. When they use their trunks to dig up land and create large, deep lakes, they unintentionally turn these places into paradises for fish, alligators, and white herons, the native residents of the wetlands. A study published in 2024 revealed that water channels dug by elephants can increase the biodiversity of swamps by up to 25%, helping to sustain life even when the rainy season disappears. The alertness and self-control of the lead elephant are crucial for survival. It knows when to leave before the waterhole dries up, ensuring that the heart of the Okavango Delta keeps beating strong. When the herd of elephants leaves the swampy area in search of new resting grounds and water sources, the land has a chance to regenerate, bringing new life to thousands of other species that depend on this fertile region. This shows that the role of elephants goes beyond simply creating water sources. They also instinctively avoid over-interaction, demonstrating a profound natural conservation instinct. This contributes to maintaining an incredibly rich ecosystem, supporting everything from tiny insects to the largest mammals. Not far from the herd of elephants, a rhinoceros is leisurely grazing in the late afternoon sunlight. Reflecting light off its horn, the rhinoceros displays a calm and resilient demeanor. Unlike destructive animals, rhinos are very mindful grazers. They only trim low shrubs to help the grass grow, which in turn provides an abundant food source for smaller herbivores like impalas. The rhinoceros, despite its massive and imposing size, also plays a vital role in maintaining ecological balance across this vast land. However, the existence of rhinos is facing a life or death challenge due to human greed. Across the African continent, only about 27,000 rhinos remain scattered throughout the region, making them a symbol of the fight against poaching. Even so, in Botswana, a story of hope is being written. Thanks to the collaboration between community organizations and international support, anti-poaching patrols have decreased by 60% since 2020, offering a glimmer of hope for the survival of this precious rhinoceros species. The herd of elephants, led by the matriarch, continued their journey across the marshlands, leaving the waterhole untouched for other species to use. The little baby elephant follows closely behind its mother, tired yet safe. This image is a powerful symbol of the strong bond between mother and child, and it also serves as a testament to the delicate connection between human life and the natural rhythms of the Okavango. The leadership of the matriarch elephant is not simply a matter of survival instinct, but also a profound lesson in care and responsibility toward the animal community and nature. However, that magnificent natural landscape is now facing threats caused by climate change. Floods are becoming increasingly weaker, and an analysis forecasting for 2025 indicates that by 2050, the area of the Okavango wetlands will shrink by about 15%. If that becomes a reality, the waterwords that sustain life will dry up, threatening to devastate the livelihoods of countless species living here. Without these waterways, elephants, rhinos, and many other species will face an unprecedented, dangerously dry future. As the sun began to set, the rhinoceros paused gently, breathing steadily in the cool air. The herd of elephants rested beneath the sprawling acacia trees, their massive bodies blending into the shadows of the late afternoon. Their lives are like the heartbeat of the entire wetland, the pulse of a complex and vibrant ecosystem, reminding us of the shared value of nature's abundance, a precious asset that all species must work together to protect and preserve. The intelligence and wisdom of nature have always been an endless source of inspiration, powerfully conveying the message of human responsibility toward our planet. Learning when to give and when to hold back is an essential lesson we must remember. The creatures of the Okavango Delta teach us that true prosperity doesn't come from exploiting resources to the fullest, but from nurturing the land and sharing the gifts it provides. In a world that often seems dominated by excess, the Okavango Delta stands as a vivid testament to the power of restraint. Here, life does not thrive through excessive consumption, but through a delicate balance, one that we must strive to preserve. As the floodwaters continue to flow, they carry with them the hope that we too can learn to coexist with the same wisdom and care, so that the blessings of the earth may endure for generations to come. Can life truly thrive if we learn how to practice moderation? Have you ever wondered, if nature knows contentment, why do we keep chasing after the limitless? Perhaps what's needed isn't another warning, but rather a moment to pause and listen to the world around us. And if you're looking for a reason to get started, let Nature Moment be the place where your awakening begins. The heart of Africa, the Congo River basin cradles a world where abundance whispers through the leaves of ancient trees. The world's second largest tropical rainforest is teeming with life, especially during the rainy season, when a lush green canopy blends seamlessly with the misty air. The richness of the forest is a fragile gift, sustained by creatures that take only what they need. Kingfishers and gorillas are inhabitants of that lush land, embodying the wisdom of abundance. Their lives are a testament to the balance between sufficiency and excess in a thriving natural environment. Along a clear stream, a kingfisher is preening its feathers, its cobalt blue plumage standing out against the sparkling water. With eyes as shiny as polished stones, it watched the stream, then dove down to catch a single fish before returning to its branch. The kingfisher's hunting is always precise and never depletes aquatic resources. They help regulate fish populations, ensuring that aquatic ecosystems remain balanced and healthy. Taking just one fish instead of the whole school reflects the harmonious rhythm of the forest, where every species plays an essential role in preserving the integrity of the ecosystem. Deeper in the forest, a family of gorillas moves gracefully through the vegetation beneath the canopy. A dominant male, known as a silverback, stands firm as the steady pillar of the entire group. The nimble child quickly climbed onto a low branch and skillfully picked a ripe fruit with their hands. The gorillas eat gently, picking only what they need from the abundance of the treetops. Their search for food also helps disperse seeds, promoting the growth of new plants and thereby maintaining biodiversity in the rainforest. Seeds dispersed by gorillas account for up to 30% of the tree species in the Congo basin, helping to weave a vibrant future for the forest. However, that abundance is teetering on a fragile edge. The Congo rainforest is facing alarming threats, with logging destroying more than 1.24 million acres each year, cutting down the trees that shelter gorillas and kingfishers. Mining activities damage the land and poison streams that once crystal clear. Without strong intervention, nature's vibrant symphony will gradually fade away, leading to the decline of thousands of lives that depend on the forest for survival. This is a profound reminder of our responsibility to preserve and respect the balance that has been delicately shaped over millions of years. The Congo rainforest, once a thriving land teeming with diverse life, is now gradually experiencing the effects of severe climate change. It is projected that by 2040, rainfall will decrease by 10%, threatening the vibrant lifeblood of the forest. The powerful silverback gorilla family is facing a shrinking world, while the kingfisher is also weary under the strain, as the once clearer stream is now clouded with silt from nearby mining operations. However, there are still rays of hope. Community patrol teams in Congo, supported by global conservation organizations, have worked to protect more than 91,700 acres of forest since 2023. Reforestation initiatives with 10,000 trees in 2024 are gradually restoring the forest canopy, weaving a green mantle over the heart of the jungle. Those efforts are like an echo of the caution that the forest creatures are showing, proving that abundance can exist as long as humans know how to live in harmony and respect the limits set by nature. When night falls over the Congo forest, kingfishers take flight, their wings beating as shimmering light flickers, a brief dance in the misty twilight. Below, the silverback gorilla patiently settles his family beneath the towering ironwood trees, his breath blending with the gentle murmurs of the forest. Their fragile yet resilient lives remind us that abundance is not a matter of chance, but rather a delicate balance created by species that know how to exercise restraint. From wildebeests allowing the grasslands to regenerate, to elephants sharing water sources with other animals. The kingfisher and the gorilla teach us an important lesson. Tread lightly on this earth, and do not disrupt the harmony of nature. Can we protect that rainforest and preserve its richness for generations to come? In Congo, love and the understanding of enough are like a delicate melody, calling on each of us to join in harmony to preserve it. Stretching across Africa, the season of abundance is like a sacred promise, a testament to the enduring vitality of nature. From the golden grasslands of the Serengeti to the shimmering Okavango Delta and the misty forests of the Congo, wildlife has woven a story of balance, a truth we have almost forgotten. To achieve sustainable growth, we must understand what it means to have enough. This wildlife documentary follows their journey, revealing profound wisdom to guide us forward. Remember the wildebeest with their legendary migration? They sing a silent song of moderation. By gently grazing, they protect the Serengeti grasslands and ensure a steady food supply for a wide range of other species. That millennia-long journey proves that true prosperity is only sustainable when it is built on sharing and caring for one another. It's not just about survival out of necessity, but about striking a delicate balance between taking just enough to sustain ourselves and leaving behind what allows the land to recover. The journey of the wildebeest is a vivid lesson that the value of life is not measured by what we take, but by what we leave behind for the future. At Okavango, elephants also demonstrate similar intelligence. Those gentle giants create natural canals, sharing water with all living creatures, both big and small. At the front of the herd, the old female elephant, the matriarch who leads the entire group, demonstrates compassionate leadership, imparting valuable lessons about sharing and harmony in the wild. The herd of animals moves gracefully, ensuring that the floodwaters don't inundate the land, but instead help nourish it. The act of giving, more than receiving, is a testament to the enduring power of restraint, a valuable lesson from nature that we often overlook. Rhinos, with their careful steps, meticulously graze on low shrubs, not only feeding themselves, but also creating conditions for grass to regrow, supporting other herbivores in the ecosystem. This skillful pattern is like a living sculpture on the prairie, not depleting, but supporting life to thrive sustainably. No less sophisticated, the cheetah hunts swiftly and decisively. Its pursuit isn't just driven by hunger, but also by the responsibility of providing for its young cubs. They hunt just enough, leaving the rest so that the herd can continue to live and thrive. The finesse in that restraint is the key to maintaining balance between predator and prey, ensuring that the ecological cycle remains intact. Even farther away, in the Congo rainforest, clever kingfishers carefully pick out individual fish from the streams, while gorillas scatter seeds to help regenerate the forest. Every action, whether big or small, reflects a shared belief. Take only what you need to survive, and leave enough for nature to recover. This is not simply a survival instinct, but a flawless ecological plan, a strategy for long-term existence. In contrast to human tendencies toward wastefulness, African wildlife lives strictly within the limits set by nature. Their restraint serves as a profound reminder of the balance that is needed. Yet, their world is gradually falling apart. The migration routes of species in the Serengeti have become increasingly restricted as urbanization spreads, resulting in a loss of nearly 20% of their habitat in just a decade. Floods in the Okavango region have also decreased significantly due to increasingly severe climate change, while the Congo rainforest loses hundreds of thousands of acres each year to illegal logging, posing a direct threat to species such as gorillas and kingfishers. These losses are not limited to individual regions, but spread globally, weakening the entire global ecosystem. A 2025 study warns that the decline of tropical rainforests could release as much carbon as the total global emissions over an entire decade, accelerating the climate crisis. However, wildlife is not just a wake-up call. It is also a powerful source of inspiration that drives action. Their restraint teaches us that true abundance and lasting prosperity can only be achieved when we know how to stop at the right time. Imagine a world where people learn to emulate this balance, consuming less, sharing more, and protecting what remains. The Serengeti teaches us the importance of treading lightly across the grasslands. The Okavango encourages us to care for our shared resources. And the Congo reminds us to cherish and protect what cannot be replaced. This wildlife documentary is not just a record of nature's grace, but also a mirror reflecting our own choices, urging us to redefine the meaning of wealth, not as possession, but as preservation. Hope is being kindled from the heart of Africa, where the lesson of having just enough is sparking a wave of change. Across this continent, people are responding to nature, proving that we are more capable than ever of respecting the balance established by wildlife. In Tanzania, since 2024, more than 30,000 acres of land adjacent to the Serengeti have been designated as an ecological corridor to facilitate the migration of wildebeest herds. According to the African Wildlife Foundation, these very efforts are living proof of the spirit of cooperation and a deep understanding that sustainable living requires harmony, not reckless exploitation. That journey of conservation is also a journey to protect our own future, the future of those of us who have learned and will continue to learn from the wild inhabitants of our planet. In Botswana, trusted communities managing a vast area of 3,088 square miles of the Okavango ecosystem have made remarkable progress, achieving a 10% increase in the elephant population since 2021. This is not just a number, it's a symbol of the incredible vitality of nature when it's properly protected. Meanwhile, in Congo, 49,500 acres of tropical forest have been designated as strict nature reserves, a valuable achievement overseen by the Guerrilla Forest Watch organization, creating a safe haven for pristine, untouched forests. Although these victories may seem minor compared to the enormous challenges of land development and deforestation, they clearly demonstrate the power of responsible restraint and conservation. Each of us also holds the power to amplify those positive changes. Support organizations like the African Wildlife Conservation Fund, which invests in community-based conservation projects across Africa. At the same time, reduce your own environmental footprint by cutting back on single-use plastics. These items block the flow of water, especially in major rivers like the Nile. You can also choose more sustainable products to reduce the pressure on our precious forests. Sharing this story is a way to spread the lessons we can learn from wild animals like wildebeests, cheetahs, and gorillas. A 2024 survey showed that 70% of people who watched wildlife documentaries were deeply moved, and, as a result, they began taking action for nature. This shows that genuine, heartfelt stories are the most powerful catalysts for change. Like a herd of elephants quietly forging a path to bring water through the barren land, spreading life to all creatures. Like the decisive dive of a kingfish, maintaining ecological balance in every stream. Every connection has meaning, and so does your choice. At Nature Moment, we believe that every moment you spend in nature can be a source of inspiration. If you feel moved, if the story you just watched made you think, please hit like, share the video with others who care, and subscribe to our channel to join us on our journey to spread awareness about conservation. Nature needs a voice, and you are an important part of it. It's not about exploiting, but about nurturing. That's the true definition of wealth. Are you ready to embrace and spread the spirit of living simply for the sake of nature? If you agree, leave a heart in the comments. This is not just a land, it is a vivid symbol of the harshness and pride that nature has uniquely bestowed upon Africa. In Tanzania, a captivating wilderness paradise where fiery red horizons blend with the echoing roars across the vast savanna. This is a kingdom of survival, where every living being must pay the price to exist for just one more day under the blazing sun. Here, the heat not only scorches the skin, but also forges fierce battles between the living and the fallen. Amid the thick dust, every chase and every fierce attack unfolded relentlessly, where even a moment of hesitation was enough to bring everything to an end. The screeching sound tore through the air, dust billowing into a thick haze, and each strike was a perfect blend of desperation and pure survival instinct. Every battle here is not just about satisfying hunger, but also about proving who truly deserves to survive in this blazing land. Before embarking on the journey to explore Tanzania's magnificent symphony of survival, don't forget to leave us a comment letting us know where you're following from. Your connection is the motivation that drives us to keep sharing this wild beauty. And now get ready, because the upcoming footage will take you straight into the heart of the Serengeti, where only the strong can continue writing their story. The scorching sun continued to blaze down over the Serengeti, while dry winds swept up golden dust that blanketed the vast barren grasslands, stretching as far as the eye could see. The Tanzania River is gradually drying up, leaving behind only cracked pools of water on the bright red earth. Life continues to flow relentlessly, but it's clear that nature is undergoing a transformation. The herds of wildebeests and zebras kept moving forward relentlessly, striving to find every last patch of fresh green grass. Yet, their journey was fraught with countless lurking dangers. When night falls, the sharp eyes of the lion pride silently hunt, tracking every movement of their prey. Not far away, a leopard dashed out like a lightning bolt, with only a few seconds deciding the matter of life and death. High above, a flock of vultures circled, waiting for whatever remained after the fierce battle for survival. During the Great Migration season, Tanzania becomes a magnificent stage where the lions, the kings of the jungle, take center stage. As the main directors of the circle of life, without them, the massive migrating herds could completely destroy the vegetation, disrupting a natural balance that has existed for thousands of years. However, currently, there are fewer than 3,000 lions left ruling this land, a dangerously low number that signals a struggling existence due to human destruction. The expansion of residential areas is pushing the kings of the prairie to the brink of extinction. What would you think if the top predator in the food chain had to fight every day just to survive? Can this survival cycle continue when even the predators have become the prey? The wild heart of Africa, where ancient stories of life and resilience still echo with every warm breeze. Tanzania stretches out like a magnificent and vibrant natural masterpiece. This place is not only a testament to the resilient power of nature, but also a profound reminder of our responsibility to preserve and protect this precious biodiversity. So, what will you do to help protect these natural treasures? Let's continue exploring the captivating and inspiring stories from the wilds of Tanzania together. Located in East Africa, Tanzania is not just a country, but also a biological treasure trove, with exceptional biodiversity and a unique geographical position. From the tranquil coastline lined with white sandy beaches along the Indian Ocean to the towering mountains and vast plateaus in the west, this country spans an area of approximately 365,000 square miles, making it the third largest country in Africa and the third largest in the world by land area. Tanzania shares borders with 8 countries. To the north are Kenya and Uganda. To the west are Rwanda, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And to the south are Zambia, Malawi, and Mozambique. To the east, this country boasts a coastline approximately 1,420 miles long that embraces the Indian Ocean, where the vibrant coral reefs of Zanzibar and the lush mangrove forests create a rich and diverse marine ecosystem. Tanzania not only boasts stunning landscapes, but also has an incredibly unique geological history that spans millions of years. Located on the land of the Great Rift Valley, a massive fault line stretching over 4,000 miles from Lebanon to Mozambique, Tanzania is the convergence point of the eastern and western branches of the rift. The movement of the tectonic plates here has created incredible natural wonders that are hard to believe. Did you know that Lake Tanganyika, the world's deepest freshwater lake with a depth of over 4,820 feet, is like a giant mirror reflecting the heart of our planet? Lake Tanganyika is not only a deep body of water, but also a living library, preserving ancient sediment layers millions of years old, serving as a time window into the mysterious past of the Earth. Continuing the exploration, the vast Serengeti plains, stretching over 11,583 square miles, formed over millions of years through erosion and sediment accumulation, are the site of the planet's largest annual migration. To the south, the Eastern Arc mountain range is covered by lush tropical rainforests, rich in biodiversity, often called the Galapagos of Africa. A powerful testament to the role of geology in shaping a unique ecosystem. But Tanzania is not just a story about a geological journey, it is also an ancient film capturing every scene of human evolution spanning millions of years. Can you envision the valuable lessons that each evolutionary step and important archaeological discovery has brought to humanity? That is the vibrant vitality and close bond between nature and people that Tanzania wants to convey. Let's continue exploring the next mysteries of this magical land, where every corner holds its own story, as nature and history blend together to create an unforgettable, vivid masterpiece. Located deep within the vast Rift Valley, the area known as La Garganta de Olduvai is where the oldest traces of human ancestors have been discovered. Did you know that between 2.1 and 1.5 million years ago, Homo habilis, standing only about 3.6 to 3.9 feet tall and weighing around 70 pounds, once took its first steps on this land? Stone tools buried within geological layers over 2.5 million years old not only prove that creativity emerged very early, but also mark a turning point in the journey of human intellectual development. Have you ever wondered if those primitive tools were not only used for hunting and survival, but also reflected something about the consciousness and thinking abilities of our ancestors? The latest research, published in 2023 by the Society for Paleoanthropology, has confirmed that these stone tools are the most authentic evidence that Homo habilis used tools to prepare food and enhance their chances of survival. And that's not all. Not far from there, in the Laetoli region, the footprints of Australopithecus afarensis, an ancient ancestor species, were imprinted in volcanic ash from 3.6 million years ago. Those footprints not only confirm bipedal walking, but also mark a pivotal milestone in our remarkable evolution. Can you even imagine it? That very way of moving paved the way for an era of flexibility and agility on two legs. A unique trait of humans that we still take pride in today. Thanks to the most advanced 3D analyses conducted by the Smithsonian Institution in 2023, we can gain an even deeper understanding of this mode of movement. A breakthrough that marked a turning point, leading to a significant leap forward in the evolutionary process. Tanzania is not only a land of ancient fossils, but also a vibrant tapestry that tells the story of human interaction with nature, from prehistoric times to the present. At sites like the Congo rock art sites, recognized by UNESCO, cave paintings dating back 2,000 to 3,000 years vividly depict rituals, daily life, and spiritual beliefs. The amazing thing is that they were painted using natural mineral pigments, showcasing the creativity and symbolic expression of ancient cultures. Have you ever stopped to think that those drawings are not just pictures, but living records of the social and spiritual lives of our ancestors? And as history took another step forward, Tanzania also became a bustling commercial hub during the Swahili culture period along the East African coast. The ancient city of Kilwa Kisiwani, with its palaces and mosques built from coral stone, was an important trading hub connecting Africa with the Arab world, Persia, and India. In the 14th century, the explorer Ibn Battuta praised Kilwa as the most beautiful and prosperous city in the world. Can you imagine? It was right here that coins minted in Kilwa were found as far away as Australia and China, proving the extensive trading power that transcended all geographical boundaries. The vibrant and mysterious stories from the land of Tanzania are not only historical lessons, but also a source of inspiration for us to understand the long journey of humanity on Earth. The greatest story of Tanzania is woven through its endless savanna plains. The vast plains of the Serengeti stretch out like an endless green carpet, where the largest creatures in the world continuously fight and survive. Amidst the vast wilderness, more than 22 national reserves such as Serengeti, Ruaha, and Tarangire shine like precious gems, each reflecting a vivid and unique portrait of wildlife. Tanzania is one of the most important biodiversity hotspots on the planet, home to over 430 mammal species. This is truly remarkable when compared to the United States, a country with a land area many times larger, yet its number of mammal species is only slightly higher. In that vast ecosystem, it's not only mammals that draw attention. Reptiles also hold a significant place, with 335 species living everywhere from arid grasslands to humid tropical rainforests. Even more notably, Tanzania is a bird lover's paradise, home to over 1,100 species, including 11 species found nowhere else in the world, creating a unique and unmistakable identity. And did you know? This country is not only famous for its national parks, but also committed to protecting nearly 38% of its land area as nature reserves. This is a powerful testament to the government's relentless efforts to preserve and protect this priceless natural treasure. What could be more remarkable when talking about Tanzania than the Selous Game Reserve, the largest wildlife reserve in Africa, along with the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, home to the world's largest volcanic caldera. These symbols not only attract tourists, but also tell the story of biodiversity and the close interconnection among species within the complex ecosystem. When talking about Tanzania, it's not just about the numbers, but a journey that tells the story of symbiotic relationships, where life is preserved through each natural cycle. This is one of the most wonderful gifts that nature has bestowed upon our planet. When the blazing golden sun begins to scorch the Serengeti plains, the dry season also starts to reveal itself. Lush green grasslands are turning barren, deciduous forests are gradually shedding their leaves, and rivers are steadily drying up, leaving behind small, precious pools of water that animals fiercely compete over to survive. It is a harsh survival battle that nature forces each species to adapt and evolve in order to survive. And it is precisely this harshness that fosters the strength and resilience of the local ecosystem. When the dry season blankets the Serengeti, the landscape truly transforms from a vast sea of lush green grass into a parched, cracked canvas under the blazing sun. But even in that challenge, nature still teaches us a valuable lesson about perseverance and hope. Are you ready to join nature? Moment in exploring more untold stories about this amazing wildlife? Please continue to join us in discovering the wonders that Tanzania brings to the world. Under the blazing heat of the scorching sun, nestled within the strict protection of Serengeti National Park, the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, and the Maswa Game Reserve, a unique ecosystem in Tanzania pulses with the powerful heartbeat of the wild. The grasslands, spanning over 5,675 square miles and situated at elevations ranging from 3,020 to 6,070 feet, vividly demonstrate both the vitality and harshness of the natural world. When the dry season arrives from May to October, the landscape transforms from lush greenery into a scorching plateau, where the Grumeti and Mara rivers shrink to mere trickling streams winding through the earth. Over the past 50 years, rainfall has decreased by 10%, making the harshness of nature more severe than ever before. The temperature can soar up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, turning the ground into a blazing furnace, with every step feeling like walking on a cracked and parched sea of fire. Beneath the peaceful exterior of the dry season, the battle for survival quietly continues. Herds of antelope and zebras migrate together across these lands, searching for water and fresh green grass, embarking on massive journeys, each step leaving a lasting mark of enduring life. Meanwhile, the lion, the king of the savannah, has to travel over 12 miles each day to hunt in an increasingly resource-scarce landscape. Not only do predators like lions and cheetahs hunt, but they also play a crucial role in regulating the populations of herbivores, preventing the overuse of grasslands. Scavengers like vultures serve as natural cleaners, helping to remove carcasses and prevent the spread of disease. This ecosystem functions like a finely tuned machine, where each species is an indispensable link in the chain of life. Under the towering acacia trees, which stand like giant umbrellas, giraffes, with heights reaching up to 20 feet, proudly stretch their long necks to pluck the tender leaves from the very tops of the tallest trees. The northern giraffe, Tanzania's national symbol, stands tall like living towers amidst the majestic savanna landscape. Imagine yourself standing in that scene, a world where nature is both harsh and magnificent, constantly in motion to sustain an unending cycle of life. In the vast grasslands of the Serengeti, northern giraffes gently nibble on each tender young leaf on the branches. An evolutionary journey spanning over 7 million years has transformed this animal from an ancient ancestor into a vibrant symbol of the wild. Its long neck, not due to an increased number of vertebrae, but because of an exceptionally rare elongation. This gave giraffes an extraordinary survival advantage in the harsh environment of the savanna, where food is always precious and hard to come by. Have you ever wondered how a long neck could become such a sharp survival weapon? The answer lies in the ability to access food sources that other species cannot reach. High up in the towering treetops, where untouched leaves remain, helping the northern giraffe overcome the test of time and become a symbol of relentless perseverance. In the Serengeti, their dispersal journey across the sun-drenched savannas and arid land continues, but the population has dwindled to approximately 35,000 individuals, according to the latest 2023 IUCN report. When the dry season arrives and water becomes scarce, acacia trees become a vital food source, especially as the ground vegetation layer is nearly depleted. Northern giraffes can eat more than 75 pounds of leaves each day, an extraordinary record on the savanna. The tongue, which can reach up to 18 inches long, not only helps them reach the highest branches, but is also covered with thick skin that protects against sharp, blade-like thorns, shielding the animal from injury while harvesting its favorite food. In the ever-changing natural world, the northern giraffe stands as a silent witness to the constant transformation of the earth and humanity. They are not only symbols of patience and adaptability, but also living proof of the strength to overcome adversity in the wild. That story has been told time and again under the blazing sun of the dry season in the Serengeti. A land where every leaf and every step carries a sacred meaning. And just when you think you're completely captivated by the graceful silhouette of the giraffe, look over at the warthogs, the resilient warriors of the savanna. Under the blazing sun, as each dry blade of grass crumbled like the cracked fingers of the earth and sky, these majestic creatures moved forward silently. A large, sturdy body covered with thick skin and sharp, curved tusks serves not only as a protective shield, but also as a symbol of remarkable adaptability in a challenging environment. The evolutionary journey has shaped them into master survivors of this vast prairie, not only because of their physical build, but also due to their intelligence and keen vigilance. The story of the giraffe and the warthog is not just a tale about life. It is a profound lesson for us about resilience, adaptability, and respect for nature, where every creature plays a part in preserving the wild essence of our precious blue planet. Surviving on the harsh African savannas, the warthog has undergone millions of years of evolution to adapt to a life of digging and constant movement. Their strong and sensitive snouts are not only tools for foraging, but also help them dig deep into the ground, tirelessly searching for precious underground water sources. Did you know that sharp tusks, up to 10 inches long, not only help warthogs dig easily, but also serve as weapons to protect them from dangerous predators? When the blazing dry season arrives, the streams run dry and the ground hardens like limestone. But the warthog never gives in. They use the incredible strength of their snouts to dig up roots and water-storing tubers underground, creating small holes that not only provide water, but also become a vital resource for many other species within the ecosystem. Have you ever heard the term prairie land engineer? That is how people refer to the warthog, those tireless creatures that help restore their habitat through their diligent digging activities. Although it may look rough and rugged, the warthog actually leads a highly organized lifestyle. They usually live in small groups called sounders, moving together to search for food and protect each other from danger. When faced with a threat, instead of recklessly fighting, they can flee at speeds of up to 30th, raising their tails like a warning flag to alert the entire group. But if cornered, the warthog's strong front legs can brace itself and push back predators like lions or jaguars. The life journey of the warthog is the story of the tireless farmers of the savannah. Each time they dig into the soil, they not only soften the hard, dry earth, but also create favorable conditions for vegetation to regenerate after the rainy season. Seeds from the foods they consume are scattered across the ground, sprouting new plants. The holes they dig are not merely marks of a survival battle. They also serve as gateways to life for countless other species. Amid the parched fields of the Serengeti, where the ground cracks like sunburned old skin, the impala antelope appears like a lively, graceful melody in the harshness of nature. Soft fur, slender yet resilient legs as if forged from steel, and always watchful eyes all reflect their exceptional survival instinct. Impala are not only artists of the wild, but also symbols of grace and agility, gliding effortlessly across the challenging grasslands. Let's continue exploring the extraordinary journey of the wild inhabitants of this land, where every creature not only fights to survive, but also contributes to the delicate balance of the wilderness. We will gain a deeper understanding of how resilience, intelligence, and instinct intertwine to create the most diverse and vibrant ecosystem on the planet. On the vast grasslands of Africa, the impala shines with remarkable speed and an elegant beauty that few other animals can match. To survive in harsh environments, they have developed an incredible speed, reaching up to 60 miles per hour during intense chases. But just running fast isn't enough. This species can also jump as far as 33 feet and as high as 10 feet in a single leap, allowing them to easily overcome any obstacles. He is truly a natural-born athlete of the prairie, an artist of adaptation. They not only live on vast open grasslands where they can run at their fastest speeds, but also choose to reside in dense forested areas to avoid the intense sunlight of the tropical desert region. When the dry season arrives, the grass withers and water becomes more precious than gold. Impala switch to eating leaves and shrubs, a behavior that is very rare among specialized herbivores. Another secret that increases the impala's chances of survival is its herd behavior. When groups can number as many as 100 individuals, this connection not only protects them from predators, but also helps them detect danger more quickly. In that complex society, the strongest males maintain their territory during the breeding season and continuously fight to assert their mating rights. However, the life of the impala is not just about avoiding death. They are a crucial link in the Serengeti ecosystem, serving as the primary food source for lions, cheetahs, and leopards. Not only that, through eating and digesting plants, they also help spread seeds across the prairie, maintaining biodiversity and regenerating the natural landscape. And when the dry season brings extreme harshness, across the parched grasslands of the Serengeti, the cheetah, the master predator of Africa, moves silently like a ghost. No need to boast. Every step it takes and its piercing gaze are clear proof of its masterful hunting skills. But only when it accelerates like a lightning bolt, sweeping along a rush of excitement and a cloud of swirling dust, do we truly feel its extraordinary power. Unlike other big cats, the cheetah relies not on strength, but on incredible speed and agility. Can you imagine any animal on Earth that can concentrate energy and react so quickly as to reach record-breaking speeds in an instant? Let's dive deeper into the lives of these natural athletes in the upcoming sections. Do you know what makes the cheetah, the speed king of the African savanna, so uniquely captivating? Unlike the lion, whose roar shakes the very ground, or the leopard with its powerful, muscular build, the cheetah chooses a different path: absolute speed. This is a masterpiece of creativity, where nature has meticulously crafted a perfect mechanism, not relying on muscular strength or grandeur, but on extraordinary ability in every stride. The cheetah is a vivid testament to the undeniable perfection that nature has miraculously arranged. He sacrificed his large muscular physique to become the fastest creature on land, light and agile at only about 125 pounds. Every part of a cheetah's body is optimized for speed, from its flexible spine, which acts like a spring to increase stride length, to its long, powerful tail that provides excellent balance when making sharp turns, much like a ship's rudder. They all blend together into a perfect harmony of speed and precision. It is the sharp eyes of the cheetah that serve as its golden weapon, enabling it to spot prey from as far as 3 miles away during dry spells, when the scorching sun makes the savanna appear cracked and parched. A brilliant strategy that not only saves energy, but also takes advantage of the harsh environment. Cheetahs often hunt agile prey such as gazelles, impalas, or even young buffalo, an intelligent choice that matches their sprinting abilities. But can you imagine, before diving into the frantic chase, the cheetah must patiently spend hours hiding in the shade, weaving through low bushes, and using every nook and cranny of the terrain to avoid being detected by its prey. It didn't start moving immediately, but waited, closing the distance to less than 60 feet, preparing for an explosive burst of power. And then, in just 3 seconds, the cheetah burst forward like an arrow, reaching a staggering speed of 70 miles per hour, faster than any other land animal. With agile legs and sharp eyes, tracking every movement of its prey, the cheetah moves like a graceful dancer through the challenging wilderness. As it approached, it used its front legs to knock the victim down, then bit firmly into the neck, cutting off blood flow to the brain and swiftly ending all attempts at resistance. But the battle didn't stop there. The cheetah has only a few precious minutes to enjoy its kill before other big players, like hyenas or lions, show up and take its hard-earned prize. That's why they have to eat quickly or drag their prey to a safe place, a whole other thrilling race, right? Through the story about the cheetah, can you recognize a profound lesson about nature? It's a delicate balance of strength, endurance, and strategy, combined with a body perfectly tailored for a single purpose: speed. What do you think about this animal's ability to constantly adapt and be creative? And do you want to witness the performance of the Lord of Speed in the wild forest firsthand? Please share your thoughts below, as Nature Moment always wants to hear your perspective on the majestic beauty and the quiet lessons from the natural world. The grandeur of nature always leaves us amazed and deeply appreciative, doesn't it? In the harsh wilderness, the agility of the cheetah not only enables it to hunt effectively, but also serves as the optimal survival strategy in the fierce struggle for life. The ability to accelerate and turn extremely quickly helps them avoid dangers and intense competitive pressures from their natural environment. However, it's not just their hunting skills. The survival of cheetahs is facing many equally serious challenges. According to the 2023 report from the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, the global population of cheetahs has dropped to approximately 6,700 individuals. A critical number that clearly indicates a serious risk of decline. The dense forests and grasslands of the Serengeti remain one of their last precious refuges. At the same time, habitat loss, fierce competition with other creatures, including humans, and a steadily decreasing food supply are making the future of this leopard species increasingly precarious. Under the scorching dry season sun of the Serengeti, the ancient granite rock formations, known as kopjes, stand out like steadfast fortresses of time. This is the territory of the leopard cat, a silent, patient, and remarkably precise predator. The unique patterned fur not only helps the leopard blend seamlessly into the rocky environment, but also serves as a top-notch camouflage cloak when it stalks its prey. From jagged rock surfaces to protruding ledges, the leopard maximizes the terrain to execute flawless ambushes. The evolutionary history of the leopard spans over 2 million years, enduring numerous changes in climate and habitat. From dense forests to vast grasslands, they can adapt and survive in remarkable ways. This makes the leopard cat one of the large cat species with the widest distribution range in the world. But in the Serengeti, the leopard is the master of ambush, using kopjes like secret watchtowers to track every fleeing movement of its prey with its sharp eyesight. When the dry season arrives and the grasslands begin to wither and water becomes scarce, the kopjes become not only shelters but also natural battleground. The leopard uses rocky terrain as an invisible armor, hiding from curious eyes and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. With their extraordinary climbing abilities, they can easily conquer high vantage points to observe without being detected. Their prey can be agile impala antelopes, cunning warthogs, or even a troop of clever baboon monkeys. Every move is carefully calculated by Hoa Mai before making a decisive strike. As soon as the opportunity arose, the leopard cat quietly emerged from the shadows of the kopjes, approaching its prey with the finesse of a thoughtful shadow. The distance was shortened to just 20 to 30 feet, then suddenly leapt with incredible power, tumbling and crushing the enemy. With its strong jaws and deadly bite, the leopard clamps down on its prey's neck, cutting off the blood flow and ending its life within seconds. Have you ever imagined the cold precision yet undeniable artistry in every hunt of the leopard on this magnificent land? This is a vivid portrait of the harsh and miraculous struggle for survival, where instinct and nature intertwine with every breath of the wild. Ending any resistance effort in just a few seconds, the leopard demonstrates incredible agility and hunting power. Their hunting success rate reaches up to 40%. An incredibly impressive figure in the world of wild predators. Have you ever wondered how an animal weighing on average only between 88 to 154 pounds can defeat prey much larger than itself? It is precisely the extraordinary muscular strength that enables the leopard to accomplish this. After catching their prey, they usually drag the carcass up to the treetops, a behavior not only to avoid drawing attention from hyenas or lions, but also to demonstrate the superior strength of this leopard species. Imagine prey, heavier than a leopard's own body weight, being hoisted high up into the branches. This demonstrates flexible muscles and enduring strength that not everyone can possess. But even as a masterful predator, the leopard still cannot avoid significant dangers from the environment and humans. According to the latest 2023 report from the IUCN, they have been classified as a vulnerable species. The loss of habitat due to population expansion and poaching is increasingly threatening their numbers. Even in renowned reserves like the Serengeti, where strict protection is enforced, harsh challenges continue to lurk at every step they take. During the harsh, dry season in the Serengeti, where hot winds blow dust clouds across the golden grass-covered plains, the lion takes on the role of the supreme king of this land. There is no crown to wear on their heads, but their strength and leadership abilities far exceed expectation. Do you know why lions are different from other big cats? Because they live in herds, a complex social structure that helps increase their chances of survival in harsh environments. When water and food run out, each hunt becomes a masterful tactical performance where speed and coordination make the difference between life and death in an instant. After more than 1.5 million years of evolution, the lion has become one of the most sophisticated and organized predators on the planet. Unlike other big cats that typically hunt alone, lions live in prides, ranging from 5 to more than 10 members, with the females taking on the primary role of hunting. The ability of team members to work seamlessly together is the key factor that helps them overcome the harsh challenges of the dry season. When facing prey head-on, the lion's enormous muscular strength, with an average weight ranging from 330 to 550 pounds, makes it a formidable predator. With a precise swipe and a fatal bite to the neck, a lion can quickly and decisively take down its prey. Have you ever wondered what makes lions stand out among the many other predators around the world? Could it be strength, or rather the skillfulness in hunting tactics and the unity within the pack that are the key factors keeping their kingdom alive through thousands of years? Let's continue exploring together on a journey to learn about the predators who are not only powerful but also incredibly intelligent in the wild. When the prey thinks it is safe, the challenge is not yet over. Opportunistic predators like hyenas are always lurking nearby, ready to steal the hunting spoils from the pride of lions. That is when the kings of the prairie must constantly protect their precious food while keeping the entire herd safe. They are not just top predators in the food chain, they also maintain ecological balance by regulating the populations of herbivores, preventing overpopulation that would severely damage vegetation. Not only that, the remaining parts of the prey become valuable food sources for scavengers like vultures and jackals, helping to complete the natural ecological cycle. The harsh, dry season in the Serengeti brings to life the image of herds of African buffalo standing like living fortresses across the parched grassland. Weighing between 880 and 1,980 pounds, their muscular bodies demonstrate extraordinary strength and endurance in overcoming the challenges of nature. But in this harsh survival landscape, strength is not just about muscles. It is also about life strategies refined through millions of years of evolution. When water becomes more precious than gold and danger lurks every moment, the African buffalo not only fights to survive, but also plays a crucial role in shaping the vast ecosystem of the savanna. A herd can consist of dozens or even hundreds of individuals, and it is this close-knit bond that makes them one of the most formidable forces in nature. During the dry season, herds of antelope gather around the scarce water holes, where the line between life and death is measured in mere moments. Predators like lions fully understand this survival principle. They patiently stalk near water sources, waiting for the perfect moment to hunt when their prey is most vulnerable. But you will be amazed to see that the African buffalo is far from easy to tame. As soon as they detect danger, they immediately form a solid defensive wall. The adult animals line up in a row, their curved horns boldly pointing outward, closely guarding the weak and vulnerable young ones safely nestled in the center. The scene resembled an ancient fortress where every individual played a crucial role in ensuring the safety of the entire group. But even these sturdy living fortresses sometimes face danger, as the battle for survival between African buffalo and their natural enemies, especially powerful prides of lions, is constantly fierce and ongoing. Have you ever wondered who the ultimate winner is in this life or death confrontation? Will physical strength or survival intelligence prevail? This dramatic journey is filled with many mysteries and profound lessons about life and struggle that we have never stopped exploring. Lions, vivid symbols of extreme tension in the wild. Each of their attacks is not a sudden explosion, but the result of sharp patience. They hide in the shadows or behind low bushes, waiting for the perfect moment to launch a decisive leap at their prey. But you know, despite having such power, a lion's hunting success rate rarely exceeds 30%. Why is that? Because the herd of wild buffalo, fierce warriors, reacts lightning fast to attacks. They don't hesitate to use overwhelming strength to protect their lives. A powerful charge from a fully grown wild buffalo can send a young lion flying or cause serious injury. Although herbivores, African buffaloes also play a crucial role in the vast ecosystem of the Serengeti. It is truly remarkable that they serve as natural architects, regulating the growth of vegetation, preventing the overgrowth of grasslands, and thereby promoting a surge in biodiversity. Their droppings also enrich the soil, creating favorable conditions for new seedlings to sprout after sudden rain showers. And don't forget, even in death, whether from old age or predators, their bodies become a valuable meal for scavengers like vultures or hyenas, sustaining the essential natural recycling cycle. When the intense dry season blankets the Tanzania region, the Serengeti River stands as the only lifeline, gradually drying up under the scorching sun. About 75 miles northwest of Arusha city, the Tarangire region, spanning over 1,100 square miles, emerges as a majestic and challenging wilderness landscape. This river is not only a precious source of life for all living beings during the harshest times, but also creates a delicate balance between life and death. And imagine when the water dwindles to just tiny trickles and the grasslands crack and dry, animals are forced to expand their hunting territories or migrate in search of new water sources. But competition comes not only from each other, but also from the harsh forces of nature. Amid that landscape, the remaining lakes, though small, serve as a sanctuary for a wide variety of creatures. In particular, the hippopotamus turns out to be an unexpectedly important character in the story of ecological balance. More than just a resilient survivor, the hippopotamus also helps sustain life and stimulates regeneration in aquatic environments that are being depleted. Have you ever heard that the ancestors of hippos walked the earth more than 55 million years ago? From those origins, the journey of this animal has become a testament to extraordinary adaptation and the power of nature, forever leaving its mark on the rich biodiversity of Africa. There is a fascinating evolutionary link between hippos and sperm whales. Both share a common origin from ancient semi-aquatic mammals. Over millions of years, hippos have evolved into large land animals. Yet, they have never lost their deep connection to the aquatic environment. Their thick yet sensitive skin requires frequent soaking in water to prevent dehydration and regulate body temperature, a remarkable fact when we remember their aquatic ancestors. During the harsh dry season in the Tarangire region, the hippopotamus's ability to adapt is put to the ultimate test. The increasingly scarce water ponds have become vital lifelines, where groups of hippos not only fight to survive, but also maintain their complex social structures. A typical herd of hippos consists of 10 to 30 individuals under the protection and authority of a dominant male, while the females and young share the aquatic space. When the temperature rises, these giant creatures come together to form a living wall, stirring up the mud to create shade not only for themselves, but also for other species. A scene that is both powerful and full of compassion. And when night falls, the hippo leaves its underwater shelter to roam on land in search of abundant food, sometimes traveling as far as 3 miles just to find fresh grass. An adult hippopotamus can eat up to 280 pounds of grass in a single night. Thanks to this unique feeding habit, they play a crucial role in linking aquatic and terrestrial ecosystems, making them an irreplaceable part of nature. Not stopping there, hippos also help sustain aquatic ecosystems through their dung, which contains a large amount of organic matter that nourishes moss and other aquatic plants, promoting growth even during dry periods. This shows that despite their seemingly calm and massive appearance, Hippos still play an extremely important role. But don't let that appearance fool you. Their most formidable weapon is none other than their jaws, with a bite force reaching up to 12,900 pounds per square inch, one of the deadliest weapons in the animal kingdom. When feeling threatened, a hippopotamus can burst out of the water at a shocking speed of about 20 peth on land, forcing any predator to think twice before confronting it. During the dry season, the Tanzania region becomes a hub of life, attracting thousands of animals from all around seeking precious shelter. The majestic herds of elephants, whose footsteps seem to echo throughout history, are the soul of this vivid scene. But have you ever wondered whether this dense concentration and biodiversity can protect that fragile ecosystem from the increasingly severe changes in nature? The story of the hippos and their kind in the Tanzania Wildlife Reserve is a testament to strength, connection, and the challenges that nature presents, reminding us to cherish and protect these precious living treasures even more. The pristine natural landscape is not only a vivid picture, but also a powerful testament to the irreplaceable role this land plays in sustaining life. Every drop of water, each leaf on the trees, and every footprint pressed into the soil are intimately connected to the survival of all living creatures residing here. More than 7 million years ago, the ancestors of the Savannah elephant began their evolutionary journey, diverging from forest elephants and adapting to the vast grasslands of Africa. Over the millennia, they have grown to enormous sizes, reaching weights of up to 13,227 pounds, a remarkable achievement of nature. Have you ever wondered how elephants can survive and thrive under the harsh African sun? That is thanks to their large ears, which help them dissipate heat effectively and prevent their bodies from overheating. Moreover, their extraordinary memory is a valuable treasure, from vast migration routes to scarce water sources, and from survival experiences passed down through generations. At Tanzania, when every drop of water becomes as precious as gold, the intelligence and unity of the elephant herds are not only survival strategies, but also the cornerstone sustaining the entire ecosystem. Under the guidance of the oldest and wisest female elephant, the herd travels tens of miles each day, crossing arid lands in search of food and water sources. When the Tanzania River dries up completely, the long, sharp tusks are used to dig deep into the sand, creating small but incredibly precious waterholes. Can you imagine the scene here when each giant elephant worked together to capture water from the dry sand, saving not only themselves, but also countless other living creatures? From zebras to antelopes, and even flocks of tiny birds, they all rush to quench their thirst, demonstrating the incredible power of connection in nature. What amazes us the most is the elephant's flexible trunk, which can lift up to 770 pounds and precisely draw water, as if every drop is incredibly precious. An adult elephant consumes about 300 pounds of vegetation daily, ranging from young grass and leaves to the thick bark of tree trunks. When moving, every step and each handful of leaves contributes to creating clear pathways, as well as serving as means for seed transportation. Those seeds, originally encased in nutrients within elephant dung, sprout each time the rainy season returns, bringing new life to the sprawling forests and grasslands, a remarkable ecological cycle sustainably maintained by the savanna elephants. These giant creatures are not only major consumers, but also serve as the most dedicated gardeners of the Tanzania ecosystem. Their existence helps maintain biodiversity and ensures that natural cycles continue to operate smoothly. Despite their massive size and superior strength, savanna elephants are also facing numerous serious threats. What do you think are the potential threats that could endanger the survival of this large yet gentle animal? The answer will make you rethink how humans are profoundly impacting nature and the lives of millions of wildlife species around us. According to the latest 2023 report from the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, the tree-climbing lion has been classified as vulnerable, with its population severely declining in many areas outside protected zones. Even in Tanzania, a renowned conservation stronghold, human pressure continues to increase, making their survival increasingly fragile. Can you imagine that under the scorching heat of the dry season, those lions choose to quietly rest on the high branches of trees, their sharp eyes watching over the vast savanna where the battle for survival never ceases? This unusual tree-climbing habit, rarely seen in African lions, not only signifies adaptation but also demonstrates agility and intelligence in the species' challenging evolutionary journey. In areas like Tanzania and Lake Manyara, where temperatures can reach up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, climbing acacia and baobab trees not only helps lions escape the intense heat, but also prevents them from being bothered by irritating insects, such as tsetse flies. From that high vantage point, they can survey the entire grassland, spot prey, or stay alert for potential predators, a highly effective strategy for hunting and survival. Imagine this. During the dry season, when the rivers and streams in Serengeti dry up, the ancient trees become natural fortresses for the lions. Using their sharp claws and strong muscles, they can climb trees up to 20 feet tall, where they rest or simply escape the heat of the ground. In particular, an adult male lion weighing up to 420 pounds while still maintaining agile climbing abilities is truly a remarkable feat of strength and survival skill. The moment these strong, majestic lions sit quietly on the tree branch, their eyes intently watching the vast world below, is a vivid testament to nature's extraordinary ability to adapt. The dry season in Serengeti draws thousands of creatures from all around, turning the area into a vibrant arena of life and death. Amidst that landscape, the tree-climbing lions have become symbols of remarkable resilience and adaptability. However, have you ever wondered whether these heroic figures can endure in the face of the numerous challenges surrounding them? It is truly concerning that, according to reports, the population of tree-climbing lions here is becoming increasingly rare due to the expansion of agricultural activities, poaching, and the global impact of climate change. These threats are gradually turning their habitats into small, isolated islands. A red alert for the conservation of this unique species. Under the blazing sun of the dry season in Serengeti, everything may appear calm on the surface, but in reality, the struggle for survival among the animals unfolds quietly and brutally. And you, have you ever wondered what we, modern humans, can do to protect symbols of strength and intelligence, like the tree-climbing lion? Will we dare to take action today to prevent a future where they exist only in memories and in pictures in books and newspapers? Each choice we make will determine the fate of the wildlife we share together. At Nature Moment, we believe that every moment of awareness is a seed of hope. Let your heart speak out for the true guardians of those blazing wildlands. A drop of water is as precious as pure gold, soaking into every grain of dry, parched sand in the arid land. Majestic herds of grassland elephants stride across the cracked earth, carrying the strength and resilient spirit of the wild. Each heavy step we take marks the rhythm of life for the entire vast ecosystem. But even these giants are not safe from the lurking danger of the hungry lions, the predators that lie in wait, ready to pounce at the slightest mistake in the harsh wilderness. The confrontation between the savanna elephant and the lion is a dramatic clash between intelligence and brutality. After millions of years of evolution, elephants have developed brains weighing up to 11 pounds. Unique among land animals, with extraordinary memory and exceptional situational analysis abilities. They not only recognize hidden dangers lurking nearby, but also remember past ambushes to strategically plan the protection of the herd. Under the guidance of the elderly matriarch, the wisest leader, the entire herd of elephants moves in perfect synchronization, like a living machine operating flawlessly in the challenge of survival. However, the situation becomes far more complicated as the dry season drags on relentlessly, food and water supplies steadily running low. Predators show no hesitation in venturing out, determined to hunt the young, the most vulnerable members of the group. Taking down a young elephant is the most challenging task for any pride of lions, with a success rate of less than 15%. To increase their chances of winning, the males, who typically hunt only in special circumstances, closely coordinate with the females to execute a strategy of isolating the prey. They target isolated young individuals or the weakest members, taking advantage of speed and strength to attack from multiple directions simultaneously. But the grassland elephants are not easy targets to take down. The moment they sense a threat, they immediately gather and form an impenetrable defensive circle. The adult elephants stand on the outside of the circle, their sharp tusks like warriors guarding a fortress, while the baby elephants lie safely within that sturdy enclosure. All tusk strikes, each powerful kick from their hind legs, can cause serious injury or even death to any lion that dares to challenge their territory. Not only relying on physical strength, the savanna elephant also uses sounds and gestures as a sophisticated communication language to coordinate in that life or meth battle. Their roaring cries echoed as a far-reaching warning signal, inspiring unwavering confidence and a fighting spirit that few other species can match. In the harsh wilderness, elephants not only communicate with their herd, but also send warnings to other species in the area. The powerful movements of the trunk and the stomping of the feet send a clear message: predators are not welcome. But did you know that an elephant's intelligence goes even beyond that? They not only remember the migration routes and locations of precious water sources clearly, but during the dry season, the matriarch, the female leader and excellent guide, leads the entire herd along safe paths, steering clear of lion traps lying in wait. Have you ever imagined that this memory is passed down from generation to generation, creating a precious survival treasure for the entire herd of elephants in their harsh struggle for survival? Next, Tarangire National Park is not only home to vast grasslands and large herds of animals, but it is also a paradise for more than 550 different bird species. The African ostrich, the largest bird in the world. With a height of up to 8.9 feet and weighing around 287 pounds, the Maasai ostrich strides across the savannah like a perfect survival machine, carrying millions of years of evolution within it. What's truly remarkable is that their ancestors gave up their soaring wings tens of millions of years ago in exchange for exceptional running abilities. A perfect survival strategy in the harsh, vast grasslands. The Maasai ostrich has long, strong legs. Its ultimate weapon that allows it to reach speeds of up to 43.5 miles per hour, outpacing most of the most dangerous predators on the savannah. The kicks from these legs are not only sharp defensive tools, but also serve as a means to traverse vast stretches of land in search of food and essential water sources. The dry season in Tarangire is not only the most challenging test, but also a vivid testament to the perfection of nature's design. In addition, the Maasai ostrich amazes us with its impressive digestive capabilities. They can eat even tough, thorny plants, food that many other species have to avoid. That powerful digestive system helps them extract the necessary energy from seeds and leaves. They can even survive extended periods without drinking water directly by absorbing moisture from their food or producing water through metabolic processes. In the vast wilderness of bird species, there is a creature that has the largest eyes among all birds, with an expansive field of vision and exceptional sharpness, enabling it to detect predators from astonishingly long distances. These eyes are not only survival tools, but also a testament to perfect evolution, allowing them to maintain an advantage in the harsh food chain of the Tarangire region. Have you ever wondered how, when faced with danger, a creature can both flee at an incredible speed and still manage to send out an effective alarm signal to the entire group? The key lies in the perfect coordination between their senses and social behaviors. During the mating season, the Maasai ostrich family exhibits remarkably impressive social behavior. The nests are built directly on the ground, usually just small pits lined with dry grass and feathers, containing between 10 and 15 eggs, each weighing about 2.9 pounds. The eggshell is sturdy, serving as a protective layer against harsh weather conditions and predators. What will amaze you even more is the division of roles in egg incubation. The male takes on the role at night, using its dark-colored feathers to camouflage in the darkness, while the female incubates the eggs during the day, using her light-colored feathers to blend in with the bright sunlight of the grasslands. This is not only a clever strategy for dividing tasks, but also a subtle way to protect the lives of future generations. But the Maasai ostrich doesn't just live to protect itself. It also plays a crucial role as a persistent gardener of the Tarangire. As they move through the grasslands, they not only graze, but also disperse seeds through their droppings, helping to spread and regenerate the local vegetation. These nutrient-rich seeds await the rainy season to sprout, bringing new life to lands that once seemed dry and barren. Isn't this impressive? As the first light of dawn gently illuminates the Tarangire region, where the rare marshes reflect the morning sun, a slender, ghost-like figure silently glides across the grassland. That is the Sitatunga, a unique antelope species that lives in arid lands, where every drop of water is a priceless treasure. With a refined survival style honed over millions of years, the Sitatunga uses its cunning and extraordinary adaptability to overcome the harshest challenges. Each step it takes on the soft ground is like a symphony, blending with the rhythm of nature, weaving a story of evolution and resilience in harsh environments. As a member of the Bovidae family, the ancestors of the Sitatunga have evolved over millions of years to adapt to swampy environments. This is a vivid testament to the power of nature in creating creatures that not only survive, but also thrive remarkably in conditions that seem impossible. A steady and precise step is the key to survival in the wild. The long, wide hooves of this animal allow it to move easily across soft or waterlogged terrain, almost like paddles gliding smoothly over a calm lake. The average body weight ranges from 99 to 254 pounds, with a balanced distribution that prevents them from sinking deeply into the mud, allowing them to move swiftly across terrains that few other species dare to challenge. Have you ever wondered how a creature can adjust its stride to conquer areas that seem impossible to survive in? That is a perfect example of nature's flawless adaptation. However, this unique living environment also presents many difficult challenges. The dry season in Tarangire not only causes water shortages, but also reduces the safe space available for survival. In that setting, the swamps become natural fortresses, where the Sitatunga find protection from fierce predators such as lions, leopards, and hyenas. Have you ever thought that absolute silence and vigilance could be the most powerful weapons in the battle for survival? With its keen ears and sharp eyesight, the Sitatunga detects danger from afar, even while hidden among tall grasses. When sensing danger, they often freeze for a moment with their ears pointed toward the source of the sound, then silently retreat toward the water's surface, leaving only the back of their neck exposed to breathe. Like masters of camouflage, they vanish beneath the calm water, forcing even the most patient predators to give up. Superior swimming skills not only help the Sitatunga escape danger, but also serve as a crucial tool for finding food. This species relies on aquatic plants such as floating grasses, leaves, and even roots, a nutrient-rich food source that very few other species can utilize. Their robust digestive system allows them to maximize nutrient absorption from these unique food sources, sustaining their energy throughout the harsh, dry season. Meanwhile, in another part of the vast savanna, if the bald eagle is the largest flying bird in the world, then the kori bustard is the heaviest bird capable of flight. Weighing up to 40 pounds and boasting a wingspan of up to 8.9 feet, they stride leisurely across the savannah like the silent kings of Africa's vast land. The evolutionary history of this species spans millions of years, originating from prehistoric birds that chose to live on the ground rather than soar through the sky. Do you ever wonder why they decided to change their lifestyle, moving from the sky down to the ground? This was not only a turning point that allowed them to grow to enormous sizes, but also gave them exceptional durability to adapt to harsh environment. Long and powerful legs, designed to travel long distances across arid grasslands, the Kori bustard can walk for hours without needing to use its wings. Although they can fly when necessary, they rarely use this ability because their strength and endurance on the ground have made them resilient warriors of the prairie. Have you ever thought that it is precisely patience and adaptability that give the fiercest vitality to the creatures that seem the most fragile in the wild? Life is constantly changing, and animals are continuously adapting to survive and thrive above all else. In the vast ocean of the Tarangire Plains, where food and water are brutally scarce, the Kori bustard stands out not only for its enormous size, but also for its extraordinary survival abilities. With their large wingspan, they rarely take to the air because it requires an enormous amount of energy to lift their heavy bodies. Instead, they choose to hunt using their sturdy legs on the dry ground. Exploring every step Kori bustard takes, you'll see him slowly treading on the dry grass, like a patient hunter stirring every nook and cranny in search of prey. They do not hesitate to hunt large insects, such as grasshoppers, beetles, and sometimes even small lizards. At the exact moment the clock hands aligned, their strong beaks snapped up the prey in an instant, a dance blending agility with absolute patience. Despite its impressive large size, the Kori bustard is not immune to threats from more powerful predators such as lions, leopards, or hyenas. But they have special defense tactics that are enough to make predators wary. When sensing danger, they often freeze in place, using their grayish-brown fur to blend almost perfectly with the prairie landscape. And if attacked, they do not hesitate to take off and fly away in an instant to escape or deliver powerful kicks with their long legs, which can cause serious injury to smaller opponents. The role of the Kori bustard in the Tarangire ecosystem goes far beyond that of a mere survival creature. They are controllers of insect and small reptile populations, helping to maintain ecological balance during the harsh, dry season. Moreover, as they move across the grasslands, they play an important role in dispersing seeds through their droppings, helping the plant ecosystem recover when the early rains arrive. Each step they take is not just a mark on the ground, but also the beginning of a journey to revive life in this barren land. Before the gentle dawn of Tarangire, the resonant calls of the southern ground hornbill, a species similar to and closely related to the Kori bustard, echo across the vast savannah. Instead of soaring through the air, they choose the ground as their domain, with legs up to 20 inches long that enable agile movement along the fragile boundary between life and death. However, according to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, this species is currently endangered, serving as a serious warning for the future of this iconic bird. Do you feel heartbroken knowing that these amazing creatures are being threatened like this? The southern ground hornbill spends most of its time on the ground, using its large, strong beak to dig through hard, dry soil in search of food such as insects, lizards, small snakes, and even small rodents. Their hunting method may seem quiet, but it is incredibly effective, demonstrating the expertise of a true master predator in the wild. The hunting art of the southern ground hornbill, the symphony of minimalism and power. In the heart of the wild African wilderness, where every grain of sand carries the breath of life, there is a silent artist embodying the spirit of an ancient warrior, the southern ground hornbill. This giant bird is not only a symbol of mystery, but also a master of the art of hunting, an art that is unpretentious and understated, yet incredibly powerful and chilling. With just a single strike, its thick steel-hard beak, likened to a samurai sword forged in celestial fire, takes down its prey in the blink of an eye. Don't rush into it. No confusion. Everything is neat and efficient to the point that it takes your breath away. Perhaps only in that moment do you truly understand what it means to experience the power of simplicity. And sometimes nature doesn't need chaotic chases to demonstrate its power, just a single touch at the right time and place. But the southern ground hornbill is not a solitary creature. They live in small, close-knit groups, usually consisting of a breeding pair and several helper members. Each individual in the group has a clearly defined role, from foraging, keeping watch, caring for the young, to defending the territory. This is not just a community, it is a close-knit organization where camaraderie and strategy go hand in hand. Thanks to that sustainable social structure, this bird species has persevered through the harshest regions of the African continent. Did you know? Among birds, very few species adopt this kind of cooperative helping model. This is truly an intelligent evolution, a testament to the fact that sometimes, for survival, collective strength is even more valuable than sharp claws. Amid the vast, endless grasslands of Africa, a deep, resonant sound echoes like the ancient drum beats of a tribe. This is the distinctive call of the southern ground hornbill. This sound can travel up to nearly 2 miles, passing through dense bushes, rocky terrain, and even the heavy, humid air to signal territorial claims, call for a mate, or stay in contact with the group. Every morning, this natural symphony rises, like a greeting to the new day, deeply engraving itself into the soul of anyone fortunate enough to hear it. As dawn gently lifts the morning mist, the sound of stilts-walking birds echoes from afar, mingling with the breeze sweeping across the prairie like a sacred ritual, awakening the entire land and sky. After a long, harsh, dry season, where life seemed compressed into silence, a miracle happened. The first rains of the season arrived in Tanzania. Like the conductor's baton, gently tapping the silent music, the first raindrops fall onto the Serengeti plains, where they paint a lush, velvety green carpet. In Tanzania, each withered tree trunk seemed to come back to life, while the flooded plains of Ruaha suddenly teemed with vitality. That scene evokes the legendary parting of the Red Sea, except this time it is nature's gateway opening up to a revival of the ecosystem. Can you feel it, that moment when the entire system breathes a sigh of relief, as if granted the chance to live once more? And just as the rain-laden clouds still lingered over the sky of northern Tanzania, Lake Manyara, the hidden gem nestled within the Great Rift Valley, began to reveal its true beauty. Normally, the lake covers an area of about 89 square miles. But when there is heavy rainfall, it can expand up to 127 square miles, transforming the dry land into a giant natural mirror that reflects the sky like a dream. That expansion not only made the scenery more picturesque, but also brought life to thousands of migratory bird species, wildlife, and tiny creatures that depend on the rhythm of the water. A new symphony begins, not just with sound, but with colors, motion, and life dancing everywhere. From the precise peck of the ground hornbill to the sound of rain falling on the Tanzanian savannah, every detail is an essential part of the eternal symphony that nature quietly performs. A symphony of challenge and then rebirth. Harshness, then an explosion of hope. The average depth of about 10 feet in Manara Lake is not just a number. It creates an ideal environment for the thriving growth of aquatic vegetation. The wetlands gradually emerge like vivid paintings, becoming a safe and vibrant refuge for countless species of wildlife. Imagine standing high above, looking down at Lake Manara, which appears as a natural masterpiece, adorned with the vibrant green of the grass and trees, the gentle pink hues of flocks of flamingos, and the sparkling light reflecting off the water's surface. A truly enchanting scene. Abundant water flow is the lifeblood that sustains the lives of many large animals, such as hippos. These giant creatures are like mobile water tanks, quietly submerged in the lake, only occasionally surfacing to breathe or search for food. Not only that, this unique behavior helps Lake Manara maintain its crucial role in the food chain, while also minimizing fierce competition among species. Here, all living creatures seem to coexist harmoniously within a wonderfully balanced ecosystem. When the rainy season begins, Lake Manara awakens with the early storms, completely transforming the alkaline lake landscape into a vibrant work of living art. From the calm water surface, millions of greater flamingos gather, stretching out like a vibrant pink carpet spread across the entire lake. The vibrant echoes of their calls create a magnificent symphony amidst the wild nature. The greater flamingo has an evolutionary history spanning millions of years, originating from primitive ancestors adapted to environments with highly alkaline water. Over time, they have developed an extraordinary ability to adapt to harsh conditions that very few other species can survive. With legs reaching up to 4.9 feet long and a body that is both slender and strong, they easily move through the soft mud and shallow water of the lake. The distinctive curved beak, equipped with an advanced filtering system, allows them to gently filter various algae and microorganisms from the water, a food source rich in carotenoids that holds the secret to their vibrant pink feathers. Every rainy season, Lake Manara becomes an ideal stopover for millions of flamingos coming from all over East Africa. The heavy rains not only raised the water level of the alkaline lake, but also stimulated the vigorous growth of beta-carotene-rich algae, the primary food source for this bird species. Here they not only feed, but also begin their breeding season, creating a complete ecological cycle. The mud nests are carefully built on elevated mounds of earth, serving both as egg chambers and as protection for the future generation against saltwater intrusion and predators. Is the meticulous care flamingos give to their nests evidence of their affection and unique social organization? The social behavior of flamingos goes beyond merely living together. It also reflects a close bond and coordinated efforts in protecting and nurturing the next generation. This raises an interesting question for you. In the fiercely competitive and harsh wild, could attachment and cooperation be the key to survival and thriving? Manara Lake is a living testament to this inspiring answer, where nature and wildlife blend together to create a vibrant and astonishing scene. The vibrant calls of the greater flamingo are not only a vital part of their survival strategy, but also add a striking touch that brings the vivid picture of wildlife. Imagine flocks of flamingos numbering up to 2 million individuals. A massive collective strength that not only reduces the risk of attacks from predators like African fish eagles, but also enhances their communication and coordination within the group. Within these large groups, each call sounded like an invitation to join the collective dance, strengthening the bond between individuals in the habitat. The way the greater flamingo forages is truly a living testament to the perfection of nature. When dipping their heads into the water, their gracefully curved beaks delicately filter out tiny algae and mineral-rich plankton, the primary nutrients that create the vibrant pink hue. From the young individuals to the fully grown adults, with deeper coloration. Not only is the pink coloration a sign that attracts mates during the breeding season, but it also serves as an indicator of health and social status within the group, enhancing competition and prestige among individuals. The greater flamingo not only serves as a striking highlight in the Manara Lake ecosystem, but also plays a crucial role as a natural regulator. By consuming the overgrown algae, they help prevent the imbalance of the highly sensitive alkaline aquatic environment. When they move, their long legs stir the surface of the lake, promoting efficient oxygen exchange and creating favorable conditions for other species to thrive. At the gentle dawn by Lake Manara, when dew still clings to the lush green grass, forming a mirror that reflects the overcast sky, the gray-crowned crane shines once again as a symbol of elegance and resilience amid the wild nature of East Africa. The golden crest, sparkling like a king's crown, not only captures everyone's attention, but also represents the result of a refined evolutionary process spanning millions of years. When the rainy season arrives, water overflows across the marshlands surrounding Lake Manara, breathing new life into the entire ecosystem. This is the moment when the gray-crowned crane showcases its excellence, performing enchanting dances on the lush green grass. Each leap, the tilt of the head, and the resonant calls blend like musical notes in nature's symphony, creating an impressive and vibrant mating ritual. It is through these subtle details that we not only discover the beauty and power of the wild, but also gain a deeper understanding of the connections between species and their habitats. The resonant call of the gray-headed crane can carry over a distance of more than 1.9 miles, spreading like a thread of connection throughout the vast grassland. Have you ever wondered why that call holds such power? It is not only a call to find a mate, but also serves as a living map that helps them maintain social organization in vast, wild territories. In the marshes and fertile grasslands surrounding Lake Manara, the gray-headed crane finds an endless treasure trove of nutrients. They move skillfully across the ground, gently gathering grasses, seeds, and even small insects like a patient hunter. Their sharp, precise beaks allow them to pick up individual pieces of food from the ground or shallow water without harming the surrounding environment. And did you know their long legs not only help them move, but also act as magic legs, allowing them to navigate deep into flooded areas without disturbing the precious ecosystem. This flexible adaptability is the key that helps the crane overcome every challenge of the ever-changing rainy season. The vast plains of the Serengeti during the rainy season seem to be draped in a lush green cloak, a precious gift after months of harsh drought. That natural landscape became the most important backdrop for the Great Migration, a magnificent natural wonder bestowed by nature itself. Green leaves and fresh water from rivers like the Mara and Grumiti attract massive herds of wildlife, leading them on a challenging journey in search of survival. The Great Migration, the most spectacular journey on the planet, brings together millions of animals, including over 1.5 million African buffalo, 300,000 zebras, and 400,000 Grant's gazelles, traveling together across a distance of more than 500 miles. This is not simply a journey. It is an unending cycle of survival, from the Serengeti in Tanzania to the Masai Mara Plains in Kenya. The rapid breaths and lightning-fast footsteps created an endless flow rushing through the vast meadow, as if daring the majestic forces of nature itself. Summer rains transform the Serengeti into a vibrant green carpet, breathing life into the dry grasslands that have endured a long drought. More than 80% of newborn antelopes enter the world during the first weeks of the rainy season, bringing the landscape to life and filling it with vibrant energy. Did you know? Millions of bustling feet stir the ground, producing nutrient-rich manure, a vital resource that helps regenerate the soil and sustain a healthy grassland ecosystem. But it wasn't just prosperity. The Great Migration also brought with it tough challenges. When the herds of animals arrive at the Masai Mara, the scene becomes more intense and vibrant than ever before. Even though the lush green meadow stretches out before us, a life or death battle is about to begin. Predators like lions lurk in the bushes, waiting for the right moment to approach their prey. Have you ever wondered, could every trembling step of the antelope be the echo of its most intense survival instinct? Or is it a sign of an inevitable life and death cycle? Join me as we continue to explore the magical story of the wild world, where every day is both a challenge and a miracle, written on the red earth and the footprints on the green grass. With patience and relentless strength, these predators wait for the perfect moment to strike their vulnerable prey. Young individuals who are not yet fully developed or are exhausted often cannot survive this harsh survival challenge, quickly becoming abundant prey for lurking predators. But did you know that their sacrifice was not in vain? It truly plays a crucial role in providing essential nutrients to the surrounding environment, while maintaining the delicate balance within this harsh ecosystem. Every step taken by the migrating herd carries a profound ecological significance. The majestic migration journey is not merely a natural event. This is the very soul of the Serengeti, a vivid symbol of the endless cycle of life. When the rainy season arrives, this land seems to be reborn, telling new stories of nature's resilience and miraculous renewal. Have you ever wondered how millions of creatures can move together as if they were a single organism across vast, endless fields? That is a powerful testament to the ability of this magnificent nature to maintain balance and preserve life. For those lucky enough to witness it, this is an unforgettable experience, a powerful testament to how nature operates to keep life continuously moving forward. Amid the hustle and chaos of the Great Migration, as herds of wildebeests, zebras, and Thompson's gazelles flow like a vibrant river across the vast savannas, African wild dogs emerge quietly, like nature's mysterious warriors. They may not have the majestic physique of a lion or the relentless endurance of a cheetah, but they are the finest example of cooperation and smart strategy in the wild. With a hunting success rate of up to 80%, they demonstrate that collective intelligence can triumph over individual strength. Over millions of years of evolution, they have become unmatched expert hunters. What sets these wild dogs apart is their unique genetic makeup and their four-toed paws, a rare trait among the canine family that enables them to achieve exceptional speed and endurance across the vast grasslands. The vibrant fur with black, yellow, and white patterns not only makes them easily recognizable within the group, but also plays a crucial role in identifying members of the same species during hunting battles. A pack of wild dogs typically consists of 6 to 20 members, led by a pair of alpha leaders. Each individual holds an irreplaceable role in hunting, caring for the young, and protecting the group from lurking dangers. The rainy season not only brings new life to the Serengeti grasslands, but also presents tough challenges for the packs of wild dogs. When lions and cheetahs appear, they are forced to constantly move in search of areas with less competition. It is precisely the seamless coordination and strong team spirit that have enabled them to survive and thrive through countless changes in the vibrant natural environment. This is truly a remarkable chapter in the vibrant story of the wild, where every creature is an indispensable piece of the vivid mosaic that is the Serengeti. On the vast grasslands of the Serengeti, this place has always been the legendary stage for the masterful hunting strategies of African wild dogs. When prey appears in sight, usually a small Thompson's gazelle or a young zebra foal, the entire pack immediately launches a coordinated chase that is almost flawless, as if pre-programmed. Their lineup is not just a simple combination of speed and strength, but a magnificent symphony of synchronization and team spirit. A wild hunting dog can reach a top speed of 43.5 miles per hour during a chase, an impressive figure that commands respect from many other predators. Each member of the pack has a distinct role. The one who maintains distance, the one who drives the prey, and the one who delivers the final strike. After taking down the prey, time is of the essence. The pack of dogs quickly devoured their meal with heightened vigilance, because in an instant, larger predators, like hyenas or lions, could appear and steal their hard-earned food. Large packs of hyenas with stubborn personalities, or lion warriors with overwhelming strength, do not hesitate to fight fiercely for their rights, even if it means risking the lives of the hunting dogs. Therefore, the pack of hunting dogs must always maintain agility and intelligence, using their impressive speed to avoid unnecessary confrontation. In the ecological landscape of the Serengeti, African wild dogs are not just predators, they also play the role of natural regulators, maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. They control the population of small herbivorous animals, preventing the risk of ecosystem destruction by limiting their rapid growth. Moreover, their hunting habits and constant movement force prey herds to spread out across different areas, helping to protect and maintain plant diversity, while preventing excessive pressure on any single piece of land. The story of the African wild hunting dog is not just one of glorious victories. According to the assessment by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, this species is facing the risk of extinction, with only about 6,000 individuals remaining worldwide. As humans expand their territory, infectious diseases from domestic dogs, along with increasingly severe climate change, are pushing them to the brink of permanent loss. So what can we as nature lovers do to help such amazing creatures? Could it be that unity and intelligence, like a pack of hunting dogs, are the keys for us to protect this planet together? Let's join Nature Moment in spreading the love for nature. And reflecting on that question, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Your perspective might just inspire someone to start their journey in protecting the wildlife.